How much money? Oh man, it's freezing in this house. Let me get rid of the cat. Be right back, guys. Cat's gonna try and cause chaos. She's on a mission. Her name's Grumbles. She's a runt. Okay, she's behaving. We'll give it a try. Dogs howling, Dave Duncan. No charge for that. Robert Lisa from San Diego. Welcome, guys. We got about 8 minutes left, and we'll kick this off. Please talk about the scraper tool in this or the coming webinar. No problem. There's a scraper tool. TJ voice. Thank you, Christine. Let's see. Be on tomorrow's webinar is my answer for the scraper tool, which is in your back office. Jim and Denise from Visalia, California. Boom, 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 boom. Happy New Year. Made $250 today. Constance. She's got the money. The 5 and 8 p.m. call are the same. There's a lot of people from overseas, and like in the UK right now, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're trying to accommodate everyone. Little Charlie, 3 here from Gastonia. Dawn from Ramona. My, Dawn from Ramona. Emma, Greensboro, North Carolina. Emma, it's cold tonight. Fix the weather. Dawn from Bear, Delaware here. Happy New Year. Thank you. You too. Samantha from Tulsa. Just joined Elite today. Diane Wenning. Awesome. Nando from Canada. Welcome, Nando. We're finally working together, my friend. Columbia, South Carolina. Welcome. Derek from Tulsa. Welcome. Nedra from New York. Irvin from Philadelphia. Glad to be here to learn. Stone from California. Brian from Nampa, Idaho. Come to Wisconsin for the chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Caleb from Grand Junction, Colorado. Is this the same as the 8 p.m. session earlier? No. Lancelot from Jamaica, welcome. Belinda from San Francisco, welcome. You promise for a combination? I have more than people watching listings yet no sales. Well, just send me a message, my friend, at the help desk. Jody from Alabama. If only Alabama had like a state theme song, I might sing it, but I don't think they do. No, I can't think of one. Michael from Salt Lake City, welcome. So glad to have power again. 7 days in Michigan. Yikes. I'm sorry. Shell from Longmont, Colorado. If only Alabama had like the Sweet Home type theme song or something that I could bellow out. If only there was some sort of song. Oh, Susanna, won't you call my name? Rex from Tulsa again. Welcome, Rex. Oh, for -2 and snowing in Kansas City. You got a good football team this year. I don't want to hear your complaints. Oh, Sweet Home, Alabama. I never even thought of that one. Amber from Atlanta. 11 degrees and snowing wherever Amber is. Okay, there's an Amber from Atlanta, then there's an Amber that said it was snowing back to back. So it's not snowing in Atlanta, I don't think. Amber Holyfield, real deal. Corey, welcome. Kansas City Chiefs, Colts going down, my friend. Did the Bears make it? Just kidding. 470 people on so far. Sykes from Atlanta, welcome. Josh LaHabra from California, welcome. Go Panthers. Oh, they got a little bit of a good team this year, don't they? Okay, it was about 80 degrees in Murrieta, California today. Brr. Poor Tom. Mike Stevens, a Bronco fan this year. Congratulations, Mike. Who are you going to be a fan of next year? Totally kidding. Totally kidding. I know the Bears didn't make the playoffs. Come on now. Coming on Liverpool, welcome David Holmes. Alan from Ohio. UK, David Holmes. Hey, I'm in Marietta as well. Corey. Eric from Boston. Go Pats. 9 years old. I started something. Monique Morey, South Carolina. Linda Freezing in New York. It is. Happy New Year. Greg from Chicago. Just joined Elite. Awesome 20 minutes ago. Welcome. Cheryl Brown is here. Sandy from Phoenix is here. Roger Art Campbell from Chiefland, Florida is here. Michael Ring in Buffalo, New York, where the sun shines 24/7, 300. Barry from New York just joined Elite. Welcome, my friend. Rana from Washington, welcome. Dave from Minnesota, welcome. Happy New Year to you too, Monique. Rosanda, Miami, welcome. Maryland is in the house. All right, we got a house. It is too cold in here. I can't do it. Too cold. Vicky from Washington. Legal recreational marijuana sales begin in Colorado. That's great news. Isabel from New York. Happy New Year, Patricia Denver. Art F. San Diego Chargers. Happy New Year, Roger. So glad to hear my voice again. Thanks, Paul. Wendy from Pennsylvania. Kathleen from the UK. Just joined Elite. Is this the only time for Elite training? Yep. What is up? It's cold in Indiana. I'm not reading that, Corey. Happy New Year, all. Hello from freezing bleep, 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 Quebec. Minus 39 in Ottawa Valley. I should do the news forecast. Today it's minus 39 in the Ottawa Valley. We're expecting a cold front across the Western Hemisphere. Oh, Leonard from Connecticut, welcome. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 p.m. We're ready. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute. Leonard Baskin, welcome. Stone and Steve are in Marietta too. Maybe you could put us in contact with Tom. Okay. Oh, Gloria, welcome. 71 degrees in West Palm Beach, Florida. 3 sales today, $50 profit. I love this. Heather Mason, or Masson. Sarah from Long Island, welcome. Okay, sound check. Can you guys hear me? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Can you hear me? Yes, 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 yes. That's good news. Let's record this thing. 30 seconds, guys. Oh, 10 o'clock. Let's go. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. Here we go. Let's start the recording. My name's Roger. I'm going to show you how to make a lot of money. This is the start of the recording. This is the latest, 10 o'clock, January 1st. Let's go. Good evening, everybody. It's January 1st, 2014. We're going to do some Elite training. This is a little back office just for disclosure stuff. This is just a test account. This isn't real money right here, but people make a lot of money as an affiliate, but whatever. So you are in the Elite training. So you're under this tab right here, okay? And I'm going to show you different search techniques, and I have no, like, I mean, we can check the history of my computer if you like, but I have multiple computers, so I could be faking that. And I always just kind of pick a common place to start. I like to start at, like, Overstock or Walmart and things like that, and then just branch out, okay? So if you're new, kind of start there, and or Sam's Club, Overstock, Walmart, Sam's Club. If you start there, you'll branch out and you'll start finding other sellers. I didn't do any pre-research, so I will tell you that when you're searching an Elite, you're looking for higher profit items, and they don't come like as fast, and you don't find as many sellers to undercut. There's little subtle different techniques and stuff like that, so you will probably see me struggle, but every time I make this pre-speech, I find something right away, and it looks fake. So we're going to give it a whirl. I'm going to start tonight at Overstock. And if you're brand new, one of the first things you want to do is take a look at the video 10 in Elite, and it'll tell you how to get cashback rewards from all these sites. So you'll see me talking about making even more money with the cashback rewards, okay? And they'll be in your Elite Module 10A and 10B. It sounds like an airline. Whoever's seated in 10A and 10B. Okay, so pretty much the same. Instead of starting with eBay and Amazon, I'm just going to start with eBay and Overstock, okay? And sometimes I start in different places, but tonight I'm going to kick off the year with Overstock. And if you're aware, Overstock sells on eBay, but we're going to crush them anyway. So I usually start off in for the home type stuff or furniture and things like that. And I'm just going to start in the for the home, and I'm just going to pick something. And the way I think is, I'm like, how do you sell an area rug, maybe lighting? I don't know. None of this stuff interests me. I mean, you can put a 10-watt light bulb in my room and a Dora the Explorer carpet. I don't care. So I'm going to go through here, and I really like furniture. All right, not that I like it, but there's good money to be made in it. All right. So I got small appliances, dinnerware, small appliances in Overstock. I wouldn't spend too much time in, too much competition. They'll just bump up against Amazon. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off with, let's go with kitchen storage. And believe it or not, I have no idea where I'm going to end up, and I could end up in bad shape or not. Now, when I'm thinking out loud again and kind of telling you guys what I went through, I used to sell this. It was a different type. In fact, I actually have the trash can because I like it. Where is it? It's called a Magic Can. A Magic Can. So I used to sell this garbage can here, so I got some history on that. I used to sell a lot. I used to sell a lot of this little cart here, the shopping cart. I never sold those. I sold the lights out of those from Costco. 7-piece copper really sells from a company called Old Dutch on Amazon, but not that much recently. But all of this you wouldn't know, okay? You wouldn't know this from your first time in here. So you'd be testing, right? So you would start off by testing this motion sensor trash can, okay? So I'm going to click on this. And one of the most important things with Overstock is always look at the suggested items. You'll usually find a better deal over on the right side. What is this? For the best new, visit our mobile site. Get lost. Okay. You'll find a lot of good suggested items over here. Usually you'll find something cheaper. Like here's a single garbage can for $55, but I'd rather have like the combo for $14, and you'll find things that you would never search out and find on your own. Okay, so always look at the suggested stuff. There's always really cool stuff here. Okay, so I don't feel strong about this garbage can, but that's where I'm going to start. I just don't see people paying like $100 for a garbage can, right? But it'll be a good place to start. So I'm just going to paste part of that into eBay. And we're going to start the tour, Ginger and Marianne. Okay, so I got some people marking it up about $20. And a good way to think of working with Overstock and a lot of items in Elite is almost a pure profit. It's almost a pure profit because you get the cashback rewards on top of it. So the cashback rewards, I mean, you're going to get 5% just for being a Club O member. You're going to get 7%, or 7+% for belonging to other sites or in the training. So when you're looking, you don't even really have to do math. I mean, if it's 89, you're going to sell it for, and you're going to get it for 69. You're pretty much going to make $16, $17, $20. Okay, so that's one of the cool things. So this person here is set up to make $20. Okay. This person a little bit more, etc., etc. So it's the same start as the Amazon training. I'm going to go, okay, you know what you're doing. I'm going to click on this. And I see that they don't have many items up. They're brand new. But since they're brand new, let's go ahead and see if they sold anything just for the heck of it. They got 20 items up for sale. I like their price points. Okay. And I'm going to look at their sold listings. And let's take a look. Okay, so they sold one of these garbage things. Okay, they marked it up $20. So in the matter of like 5 minutes or so, we found a $20 bill. Not as easy to do on Amazon, right? So here, when you go to order this particular item, you're going to become a Club O member. It's like, I don't know, some stupid ridiculous small amount a year, like $20 or something, and you're going to use the site called Doobly, where you can get cash backs. I don't know the exact cash back. I'll just put it 8%. And then when you're over here, sometimes Overstock has some coupons for you that you can add on, but we'll just stay here 13%. And Overstock does not charge tax as much as Amazon. It's random. It depends on the state you're shipping to, but it's not as much, so it's not as often. So this $89 versus the $69 cost is almost pure profit, okay? So there's a $20 bill we just found in a few seconds. And if you look, this person's got, I mean, let's click on this person here. They started November 20th, all right? So they've been doing this, I mean, obviously they didn't come right out of the gate, so let's just say they started December 1st. And here they are selling already, selling elite items, making money. Look at this thing, December 4th, all right? Let's take a look at this pedestal bed. It sold a little while ago, but how would you like to start the training? And I don't know how much money they made off this, but I'm going to track them down if they made a bunch of money. They didn't call me at the help desk and say, hey, what's going on? Now, when you're working with multiple sites and multiple training and stuff, this might be on Overstock. Overstock's search is a little bit finicky. So what I like to do is grab a few lines of text from down here in the description. Don't grab them all or an arrow will come up. And then I just open Google and I put it into Google, click enter, do a search. And let's see what comes up. There it is right there. Okay, $899 bed from Overstock. I click on it. And it's out of stock now. So it was probably back in stock when they had it. But this person would have made $300 on that bed. Okay? So that's like paying for a bunch of training for like 3 to 6 months, okay? It's just that easy that they made that money on. So it's pretty much the same thing that you would do where you're going to do the undercut and you would undercut this person and out-title them, everything else, okay? Now, again, always be looking at the suggested stuff. Like, if I was going to buy this bed for $8.99 or $11.99, why wouldn't I buy this? Okay? Now, look at this bed here. I don't know why this X keeps coming up. $8.99. It's got the drawers on the side, okay? And it's a pretty sturdy-looking bed, all right? So if I come over here, it doesn't have as many drawers. But, I mean, couldn't I sell that? I mean, it's a $160 difference. And then if I start looking at the suggestions down here, here's some sort of captain's bed, and then I get down to this double willow storage bed, and I start realizing, hey, I never thought of selling a bed, and now I got this one. Look at all the suggestions. You can start cross-referencing them, searching them out, etc., etc. And if Overstock doesn't get rid of this X down here, I'm going to kill him. Okay, so real simple. The money-making items just pop up. And what you want to do if you're new to Elite is probably start at Overstock is one of my suggested places I would start. I would start at Overstock, and just to get some items up, get the feel for it. Don't get addicted to Overstock. Try the other sites. There's a lot of money to be made there. You'll go over to one of the sites, and it just won't look good to you. You won't like the navigation. You'll just blow it off. Don't do the grass is always greener, but try different sites, okay? Now I'm going to try and force it so I can find multiple suppliers by cross-referencing things here on eBay. So I looked at this seller. Congratulations, he's rocking. Looks like he sold this fir tree a couple times, whatever this thing is. Some sort of cat tree. If I search this right here, copy, and we'll go back and search some of Google for this and see what this cat tree is doing, okay? Overstock, $119.99 on the cat tree. Selling it for $149. Markup of 30 bones. Out of stock. Obviously, you would look at the other cat trees and stuff like that. Look at this one right here. I mean, this one here it's just as cool as this one, I think. This one's a little bit higher. And by the way, some secret sauce. We do have tracking software coming out at the same time for Overstock. Don't tell anybody. Won't that be awesome? Okay, so we started with a trash can. We found some money-making items. Well, we can mark trash can up. We found some different items that they're making money on. What was the other one they made money on? Dog gate, trash can. Yeah, they sold a trash can. Okay, cool. And then you can go through and we can look at these gates and things like that. Okay, awesome. So where are we at? We had a trash can. I'm going to go for a little bit more expensive items. I know. Well, I'll just keep going down the same path. I used to sell this one, so I'll take a look at this, and probably a lot of competition, but maybe they'll lead us to some other sellers selling from another category. Okay, my goal again, it's not just staying on one side. I'm hoping somebody's using overstock in conjunction with something else, and we can find multiple sellers that way. Let's take a look. Okay. So what do we got here? We got these. This is probably like Walmart, or I'm sorry, this is probably overstock. I'm guessing. Yep, there's overstock right there. Okay. Really cool. This is a great example, guys. Great example. I can't hammer this home enough. 0 sold. 0 sold. Isn't that great news? Why is that great news? $27, 0 sold. I've done no research, but I know this item sells. Well, let's take a look at this one for $42.99. Nope, none sold. I'm going to look silly here. Let's see if anybody sold one. Nope, none sold. Might look silly. I just want to find someone that sold one with overstock, not selling any. Nope. I might have to look completed searches. Bear with me. 69, that'd be awesome if that one sold. Oh! I love it. I love it. So Overstock couldn't sell the same grocery cart type thing for 30 bucks or whatever they're selling it for, but here's this guy, girl, whatever, coming along and rocking it out with their new extra heavy duty folding, and I see folding in there, so that might be one of their good keywords, whatever, okay? And this title isn't even filled out, man. I mean, grocery cart, right? Magazine cart, right? Anyway, whatever. Oh, it's just that easy. Titles, it just embed that in your brain what you just saw, so whenever you're like, can't find something right away and stuff like that, just go, man, it just works. Okay, so this person's going for it. I got some high-priced stuff up here. In case you're doing a quantity more than one, I'm going to click on the first item that comes up. One sold. We got a nice charcoal gray linen sofa with hardwood frame. Oh, that is so lovely. I would love to have one of those. I wonder if I can find a cheaper price somewhere online. Let's take a look. Google. Back to Google. I'm going to Google it. Google. Oh, what is this? I can't find it. Here's a video of it at Overstock. Here's one down here. Not in stock. How frustrating. It's okay. We'll be tracking that. Let me hit back button. Let me find another item that they sold. Some sort of Ottoman blue. Did not sell. Some sort of modern industrial bench. That looks pretty cool, actually. Didn't sell. Let's go to sold. Let's go look at their sold. It'd be easier. Normally I wouldn't look at sold. I'd look at what's available. We got some sort of black metal TV stand for $349. Okay. Two of those sold. Look at this pretty template. You don't want to have a template like that. It slows down. You won't get good search results by eBay because you're using HTML code to do it. Don't use fancy schmancy templates. Okay, overstocky, docky. Am I like booking to like the item is not in stock type deal, or what is going on? I'm gonna search overstock on eBay in just a second because I think I'm searching a wrong site or something. 1 sec. 30 silver, whatever's. 3 of these sold. I'm just gonna go with search within here. Overstock. What a terrible streak. Paste. Go. What do they look like? They are some counter stools. Oh, I'm not going to find them that way. Not going to find them that way. Also, a lot of times, guys, when something runs out of stock, they still have it in stock on eBay, like overstock sells on eBay, right? So always check there first. Shop wiki, stools. I'm not finding overstock results or any other results. I might be looking for the wrong type of thing. Compete, I'll try to search here. BHG, Target. Target, I shouldn't be using Target. I doubt you're using Target. All right, we'll try Target. I doubt this is the right stool, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Come on. I need like 10 seconds. Okay, I can't find the stool. I'm not going to stress over it. I'm going to hit the back button and just go one more item with this person, then go somewhere else. How about the modern Andalusia purple velvet chair? I know where this comes from. I don't know if I can show you guys, though. Let me check something. I think it comes from a different site. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's going to come from a different site. Oh, let's take a look at that different site real quick here. Why not? Okay, where's his results? I'm going to search. I'm going to Google this chair here. This soft plush velvet, whatever. Copy. Google. Go. Rebecca Sears. I don't know what's going wrong with my search in here, except I'm on a new computer. I don't think this is it. Let's take a look. Oh, remember at the beginning of the webinar, I told you guys it could take me a few minutes to find items. Nobody panic. I already found some before. Don't freak out. 359. $4.99. That'll work. 359 versus 4.99. Okay, cool. So yeah, you'd buy that cart there. All right, and so it's by Sears, and you pretty much get dollar for dollar because you get to offset the stuff with the kickbacks and stuff like that. Okay, and the Sears training is in there, so you're at $140 profit. Good for you. Congratulations. That's good money. So as you can see, as we search through this, I'm trying to find like somebody that's multi-selling, but it looks like they're all addicted to overstock. I'll start over again. That we're not landing on $5, $10 money-making items, okay? And another technique that I kind of use, guys, is I'm going to reset myself on eBay, okay? And some of you guys are probably doing this. This isn't rocket science. I'm going to click on the advanced search up here on the left, right, top right, sorry. And I'm going to click on buy seller on the left side. And I'm going to type in overstock. Now, if you're new, this will get you a little bit queasy, but overstock actually sells on eBay. It's not a big deal, like I showed you, because their titles are absolutely terrible. Okay, like here's one of their titles: $214.99, a Bella charcoal gray chaise. Click on that. You'll see they sold 3 of them for $214.99. Okay, I'm going to open up another eBay screen. And I'm going to put in there the gray chaise, and we'll probably find other people selling it, hopefully with better keywords. Awesome. Okay, so here's somebody 258, here's somebody 255.71, or best offer 276.99. Sometimes these people here will be ahead of these people here. But I only had these 4 keywords to search. Had I typed in gray, charcoal gray chair, this person would have came up, and these guys wouldn't even been on the page. Okay, click on this one. 8 offers. I can't tell if they sold it though. Okay, well actually I can. I can click on this and see if they accepted it, but I don't know what offer they took. all declined. Okay, that doesn't tell me much. Next one down, 258.88. 4 available. Don't know if they sold any. I'm not going to look at best offer because I can't give you any concrete stuff. Here's one for 276.99. There you go, and did not sell it. I'm going to go back to this person here, which has great titles, and I'm going to take a look at theirs. I'm going to see their other items. And we got 1,169 items for sale. Cool. Now we can just start scrolling through and doing the same thing. And because they're using overstock, we'll come up with multiple places that they're using. So here's a charbroiled, big, easy type thing. They sold one of these. So I got a model number there. I'm just going to grab part of this, copy this, put this into Google, do a search, paste it in, go. And I see this one's actually on Amazon. So I click on Amazon, go over to Amazon. No, nope, not in stock at Amazon. Where else is it from? Amazon, smoking grade forms. I'm not going to look at those. Click my back button. I'm not going to search too hard for it. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. South Shores Access bookcase. One of these sold. Same thing. Grab part of this. Copy this. Google this. Blah, 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 blah. Out-title the person. Click enter. Let's see where we're going. Define, print, I got it at Lowe's, I got it at Sears, I got it at Amazon. Let's try Sears, and if we don't find it, we'll hang out over at Sears for a little bit. Okay, so the cost of that was $79, sold one. Wow, there's a lot to choose from. I should have went to Amazon. Okay, whatever. So I'm over at Sears now. I'm just going to force myself to come over to Sears, guys. First, I'm going to ask you if you have any questions on overstock before I start exploring Sears for you, okay? Let me get this questions, and then I can undock this by clicking here. And let's get them. Does overstock gift option when shipping? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Gift option. There's gift option. Gift it. Gift it. Rick, I might be moving fast, Rick, but the screen's going to be your computer. I have like 5 people that text me from all over the country if the screen falls behind. So I call the internet provider. Okay, how can you copy the photo? Great question. Okay, so we have someone that's already been using overstock, obviously, because they know this question. So when you pop over here to overstock to grab a photo, let me see if my screen will load up. Oh, it happened. Am I disconnected? No, I'm just on the home page. I thought I got disconnected. Okay, cool. Super good question. So I'm going to go to For the Home, and I'll grab mirrors, for example. Mirrors are actually really good sellers, by the way. Let me load this up. And if you click on this here, and the question is, how do you get the picture? Screen is fine. Awesome, thank you. I'm right-clicking on the picture, and I can save image as right there. Okay. Sometimes when you hover over it, they have like a zoom. You can go Google it and get the picture. You can get a software called Snagit and get the picture. Just Google. If you ever see me make any kind of fancy Facebook posts, I use this software called Snagit. And with Snagit, it's right here, free Snagit trial. You can grab any picture off of a page. It'll take like a minute or 2 to learn, okay? So just give you a heads up. And you can also add a border to your picture, but I don't recommend doing that because it's against eBay's terms and services, so don't add any fancy things like that, okay? So since I'm on mirrors, I'm going to grab this and go back and do a little search on mirrors. See what I come up with. Okay, so is that the overstock one's the first example? Yes, cool. So overstock's the first example. Now I want to give you guys another example here. Let me go reset myself on eBay on that other screen. So I got a couple tabs open. So we got a wooden cherry wood hanging armoire mirror. Okay. So if I type in, if you're a customer and you come on to eBay and you want a cherry mirror, even if you want a cherry hanging mirror, for example, and you do a search, well, that's not overstock. I know it's not overstock because overstock has the same prices, so they're $101.99, and here's somebody else ahead of overstock on their own product. Where does overstock appear? Here it is down here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 search results down. So this person is outranking overstock on their own mirror. Okay, 22 sold. Okay, 22 sold. All right, so whatever. Okay, so great lesson. Now this isn't like a $50 or $100 money making item. All right, 29, and 29 times 20, whatever that is, $500-$600. Okay, this person knows what they're doing. Obviously, you click on see other items and go through, and here's some sort of zebra mirror, 8 of those sold, whatever. All right, on. See, they're keying on the mirrors. Good for you, mirror person. Okay, you see what I mean? It's just so simple. There's no arguing it. There should never anything in at the help desk. Like, you have infinite items, well, not infinite sites, but sites. It's just all keywords. All right. I want to drive this home one more time. I know it's just like common sense type stuff. Okay, but I want to drive this home one more time. Overstock is a bazillion-dollar company. They have a mirror on eBay for $101.99. When you type in the exact word, they come up. Okay. But what are the odds of a customer going to eBay and typing in cherry wood hanging armoire mirror? All right, and here's someone that just put in cherry hanging mirror and sold the lights out of them. Okay, so who knows what their keyword is? Jewelry armoire, jewelry organizer, over the door. I don't know what the good keyword is for them, but they're killing it. Okay. So it really, when you, as I grow myself with eBay and training and DS domination and all that, it just kind of narrows down to like this finite thing of what it really is. And I haven't gotten there yet, but what it really is, I guess, is just a collection of letters and words. And if you got a good collection of letters and words, you'll sell the stuff. It's just stupid. It's insane. All right. So you kind of have unlimited suppliers with that. All right. Now, before I go too long, I'm going to open up for questions because I often I meant to get over to Sears and stuff, but we'll just focus on overstock this week, and I will open it up for any questions you guys have on anything. Okay, unless you start asking me questions outside the modules. So let's go. Questions. How do I undock this silly thing? Here we go. Okay. Okay. So the questions are going by too quick. This is going to take like a 2-minute break, guys. Come right back and answer all your questions. Okay? 2 minutes. Right back. Just type them. Here we go. I gotta know right now, do you love me? Will you love me forever? Do you need me? Okay, let's stop the questions so I can answer them. Will you never leave me? Will you make me so happy for the rest of your life? Will you take me away? Will you make me a wife? I gotta know right now. Okay. I just saw in Sears you have the ability to sell in Sears. I tried that once with when I was in a nutritional company. I sent them the ad and everything else, did everything right, and like 6 months later they didn't approve it. It's terrible. Do we need to open an account with each of the suppliers? You don't. You list from them, and then when you go to place your order, you just accidentally set one up while you're placing your order. It's the same type as say Amazon. That's a great question. Cindy writes, when you'll see a sold item for $76.99, but the price is $55 when you click on the sold. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I clicked on this cherry wood hanger mirror right here, $101.99, and it said sold 20. And you click on the sold 20, and they're all $34.99. And you're like, wait a minute, what's the price? Well, what happened was they sold 20 at this price. They ran out of stock, so they jacked the price up to $101.99 or something fantastical. Like, I'll have people that write in the help desk and they say, I have 10 items listed and none of them have sold. What they've done is they've searched for weeks and weeks and weeks on pro training instead of just landing on a product and making $3, $5, $10. And they found an item that sold for seemingly $160 and cost $20. And they're like, oh, that's what I'm going to list. And they list a bunch of those. But what happened is the person really sold them for $30. They ran out of stock and they marked the price up to $160. So if the price looks fantastical, like, hey, this cost $20 and it's marked up to $280, we'll take a look at the sold. Or if they have an extraordinary amount sold, but it's not too common to run across that. Great question. Okay. Best offer information is in Unleashed. Why don't you search in sold listings all the time? Okay, I cover this in the pro, but that doesn't mean you should know it because you might not have been on the pro training. Let's say this cherry. Let me move my question box here. Give me 1 second. Let's say this cherry wood hanging armoire mirror was here, okay? The question is, why shouldn't I just always look in the sold? Let's say this person put this up for $101.99. The cost was $60, okay? Great money-making item, awesome. And they say, I got 40 of these available. And the first 18 seconds they had them up for sale, they sold 32. Or the first day, or the first week, or the first month. So it's a killer, hot selling item. But it wouldn't end up in their completed listings because they haven't sold all 40 yet. So by looking at their active listings, you're able to say, oh, okay, that item's selling like crazy. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Let's see. I get this a lot. Is the number of items to post have a steady flow of sales. If you put this mirror up here and your title's mirror, and you put it up for $5, you won't sell it. So I can't judge that. I can tell you with good titles, on average, you'll have a great flow of money coming in. But I can't judge like how many items. Depends on the person. Like if you just put that title up, you probably wouldn't do well with it. Should I spend my time looking for 50+ money-making items? I would say in the elite, 20. Like, who doesn't want to spend 4 minutes to make $20 multiple times over and over again? But again, it's up to you. And then you'll stumble across $50 and $100 money-making items. Get more comfortable. Are you talking? I don't hear you. Nope. I took a break, Emma, while everybody's writing up their questions. Yes, there will be an overstock tracker coming out at the same time as the Amazon one. Can we get the webinars put on the site faster? Bob Taylor, let me tell you a story. So, about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, my main computer that I always use kept freezing up. And it turned out to be the internet connection. But in the meantime, I went out and grabbed a brand new Dell in the middle of the night before the next webinar. I just grabbed like a $500 Dell computer at Walmart. And I did some webinars on that Dell computer. And then at the same time, the guys from DS, my partners, bought me like this crazy expensive super weapon laptop for Christmas. And they told me it was coming, so I returned the Dell with the webinars on it that are missing. So I talked to Kevin. I've already sent him the Pro webinar, and he will have this one up immediately as well. So we're going to do better, I hope. If an item sells on eBay and the item is shipped by UPS, if the customer is not home to pick the item up and they don't arrange to pick the item up and it's sent back, what should I do so I won't lose out on the sale? Well, it's up to the customer, really. You don't have much to say. You should make some shipping money on that, though. It's just communication. Just if you look at the return video in Pro on how I train on that, it would just start with a conversation, nice one, like, "Hey, this was shipped to you and you didn't accept it. Just want to know what's going on." And you'll find like 5–10% of the time they never respond. You just keep the money. They might respond saying, "Oh, I meant to ship this address," and that's when you nicely go. If they want a refund, then you nicely make money on it. Just a greater leap in selling on Pro for about 2 weeks. Still have restrictions, categories, PayPal still holding money. You're going to do the cut through the red tape. No, just good feedback, and I talked about that on Pro, so you must have been on Pro. Can you talk about how we switch from eBay? I'm going to have you write that into the help desk, Ray. Like, some questions will help everybody, and I imagine there is a handful of folks from Canada on here, but I don't think it's fair to keep people on to cover a question on how you cross borders. Just go to DS Domination, go to the bottom of the page, click Contact, and I'll answer that question. And if you haven't checked it out, I put a new international video in there. It's the 3rd video down in Pro. I put a new one in there like 48 hours ago. You might want to review that. I went into a lot of detail on crossing borders. Okay. Do you suggest inserting your name in the photo? I don't, Vince. He's talking about the photo cropper when you crop a photo and put your username on. I think it's distracting. Yes, you can use that for Monopoly, Andrew, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. When using Doobly with Overstock, can we only purchase up to 7 items and 1,000 total value for the month for that site? Yes, each individual site's like that, Michael. If you go on to Unleash, there's another site you can use unlimited. Why don't we list a quantity available for our listings? Because there's no sense of urgency when you have a quantity more than one. And also, if you have a limit and you put something up for $100, quantity of 3, that counts as $300 towards your limit. And every time you sell an item, if you relist it, you get bumped up in search. So if you put a quantity of 1 and just keep selling it, you get bumped up in search. Welcome, Pat O'Brien. What is the most important thing to boost sales and profits? Guys, I have a video, and this isn't to prompt you to go get Unleashed or anything like that, but there's a psychology to it. I really, believe it or not, part of the major first step is believing that you can make money with that. Like, you see this mirror on the bottom right of my screen here, okay? $69 seems like a great price for that mirror, but I mean, you could put that up for $269, $369. The right person comes along, like, I got to have that mirror. You got to keep in mind your customers are rich old ladies to 18-year-old Xbox, just want a video game type thing. I mean, I don't know how to do it without stereotyping, but you got to realize that you can mark up your price and make significant money on things is one of the first obstacles. And then the value of a keyword. You just put a keyword up, and if you get the right keyword put in there, you're gold. In one of the Tape Delete training webinars, you mentioned on some priced higher items, eBay fees may be low as 4%. The webinar you're referring to, I guess I got to take it down because I've gotten this question a few times in the last week. I showed some really expensive items, arcade games and stuff, and talked about a lower fee on it. It's because those arcade games and stuff were sold months and months ago when eBay's fee structure was different. Do we get 5% off the cost overstock shows? Yes. What happens is when you're a Club O member here at Overstock, it's got it right here on the right. I forget. I really think it's like 29 bucks. Okay, and you order something. Let's say you order this mirror shipped to your customer. They're going to put, I can see right here, it's $5.10. They're going to put $5.10 in your balance. And anytime you go to check out again, let's say you got to ship another one of these mirrors and it's $101.99. When you get to the final screen at checkout, it's going to say you have $5.10 in Club O rewards. Do you want to apply it to your mirror, your second mirror you sell? So those Club O awards will just keep going up, and let's say you're at $86 from your 5% back. You can apply it to any order that you're shipping out. It takes 1 second. It's pretty cool. Okay. A customer requests a refund after I sent the label to print. I never heard from them again. Should I just keep quiet? Yeah, absolutely. How many accounts do I manage on eBay? What you want to do if you have account limits is you open your account, you start selling, you call in for an account limit lift, okay? And you get it or you don't get it. And if you get it, you keep selling more, and you call in again. And the moment you're stopped, as long as it's 30 days before you open your first account, open a second account. But your second account, your items have to be listed in a different category. So if you want to list all your stuff in home and garden, and you call in, you get a limit raise, cool, keep listing home and garden. Then you call in, you get a limit raise, cool, keep listing home and garden. Then you call in, you don't get a limit raise, and you're at your maximum, and it's been 30 days since you opened your first account, open a second one, start selling in sporting goods, for example. In Elite, you don't just pick a word like pro with Amazon. Can you clarify how do we start our initial daily search? That's a great question. I find that Amazon has such a vast ocean. I can start with anything over at Amazon, but like this is, if you're not in pro for some reason, when I first do a search, I'm like, pick a word, dog, cat, piano, whatever. I mean, I picked one before and it was like lobster. Okay, and I found, well, actually, I picked biscuit tonight, so, or somebody picked biscuit for me. So let's go over to Amazon.com, and we'll look at biscuit. And I think I searched in kitchenware, okay? So when I went to kitchen and biscuit on Amazon, home and kitchen, there was 5,500 results, and I had some flexibility on different things to list. Now I don't know, I'm just shooting the cuff here, but when I go over to Overstock and I search biscuit, let's see, I got 419 results, and I haven't even sorted by kitchen and garden. 175 of them are books, right? 67's music, so we're up 240, 243. If I go to home and garden for biscuit, I got 95 results. So there's not much flexibility there. I mean, can I sell a flange stopper? I could probably sell this ceramic sink or these chairs, but they're just, you just can't search that way. There's just not as many results on these sites as there is at Amazon. But I would sell this Royal Albert biscuit jar right here. $31.87, probably only Overstock and come up. I don't want to go on too much of a tangent. I tend to do this, and 16 hours later, I'm looking at, I don't know, my local corner store's beef jerky to sell. Ooh, so what do we got here? $39.95 there. Okay, I'm not going to go on a tangent. Anyway, this is one of the things I used to sell in my very inaugural days, Royal Albert Old Country Rose. Okay, hope that helped, Ian. Once you post an ad, how long before you know the ad is viable for selling the product before you adjust the price? I never looked at views and I never looked at any of that stuff. I just put the ad up. I just went for it, and I had a lot more flexibility. So I don't remember when I was first starting if I edited anything. But if it were me right now, I would run the full gamut for 30 days. Maybe every week or two, you can go in there and knock the price down like 10 cents and edit the titles if you have time to track that. But don't spend all your time. If you're not at your maximum, like if you have a maximum listings of 200 and you got like 50 items up, don't spend all your time adjusting prices and stuff. Just get the 200 up, okay? When I'm listing, do I pay attention to the feedback, see if customers had a bad experience with it? I don't, Eli. And the reason is that very few people write the positive comment, right? I mean, if there's 1,000 sales and 2 of them were terrible, they hated the product, you might have 4 reviews, 2 negative and 2 positive, for a score of 50%. Meanwhile, the other 996 were totally happy. Why is Amazon fees so expensive to list on some items? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Beverly. If you're referring to Monopoly, this is a webinar on Elite. No problem, Mike. Does Overstock have free shipping on any of their products? No, they have free shipping on all of their products. It's all free shipping, my friend. Bruce, you have a question about Doobly. Anything that you don't understand Doobly, it's kind of hard for me to describe, but definitely not my company. I know they work, but I kind of refuse to handle any of the technical stuff for the company. I'll tell you where that stems from. I was in a company called the Shopping Genie a long time ago, where you downloaded an app and you could get deals online, and it was so buggy that for my entire team, I spent 16 hours a day forecasting their computers and stuff like that. So I kind of put in the training, if you got a question about Doobly, ask Doobly. Okay. Sorry, I know that's not the best answer, but I don't know their platform or anything. I just know they work. I bought Elite and joined Pro. Should you sell both at the same time or concentrate on one? I kind of just, when I was mixing them up, it was just fun for me. I guess if I was doing it now to make money, like a lot of money, before it was just like, I don't know, I didn't have many worries. I didn't have kids when I first started, things like that. So I was just like, oh, look at this, that's cool. But it was just this big world of discovery. I guess if I was doing it now, and this is going to kind of sound like a sales pitch, but for the pro part of it, I would definitely try and put up 5, 10 Amazon items up a day where I'm making a few dollars, make my store look really legit and bountiful and stuff with good prices, and then have go to the other stores and have the $20, $40, $50, $100 markups. But I'm biased. Obviously, I'd like you to stay on pro, but that's my food for thought. Okay. Stuck with Walmart and Overstock with most suppliers. When will we have a system set up to relieve this, as mentioned in a previous webinar? I'm not sure what you mean, my friend. Jeff Breezel, is Doobly honoring their cashback awards? Yeah, to my knowledge. Now, the way it works is you have to keep in mind that literally if they paid you out, Jeff, let's say they paid you out in 3 weeks, and you went to online, you went to Kmart, and you purchased something for $500, and your Doobly rewards back were $50. And they gave you your $50 3 weeks later, and you turned around and returned the Kmart product and kept the money, right? So they have to stretch it out so you don't have the possibility to return it. Now, at Walmart, it's unlimited return time, but other companies have limited return time, so they do stretch out your cashback rewards, and it depends on the company, it depends on how long it's been. I just kind of treat it as bonus money, but that's my best advice. How important is to have more than one picture on a listing? Guys, that's a great question by Rebecca. You should thank her. If you guys can put multiple pictures up, there is some strong indications helping in search results on eBay. So consider putting more than one picture up if you have the time, okay? We don't have data on it yet, but it's looking like it's going to help your search results. When I complete an order with Overstock, an offer came up for some type of Google buyer protection program. No, don't use that. Also, will there be a webinar on Monopoly? Monopoly. Everybody loves the Monopoly. I'm going to try to early in the new year. What I'm up against is one of our business partners has a very sick family member, so we've been really stretched thin through going through things. Like you probably haven't heard from anybody but me in the last 6 weeks, and Kevin. Can I explain why immediate payment's not a good idea? Okay. So you have a customer, and they come along and they want to buy this jar right here from you, okay? And there's a setting, if you don't know, to force your customer to pay right away, okay? So the customer comes along, the customer gets buys this jar, and you don't have the setting, so they can pay you later in the week, okay? So the customer buys the jar and says, you know what, I'm going to pay on Friday, and they never pay. So you sold the jar, but you didn't get any money. So all you have to do to break even is spend about 10 seconds reporting them to eBay, and you're out nothing. Because it'll take you 5 seconds to relist the jar. You'll also get a more prominent position when you relist the jar. You report them to the resolution center. If they don't pay you, just get your fees back. If they do pay you, great, and you're all set. So that's the scenario where you don't have any restrictions on it. That same person comes along, and they're going to buy your jar, and they want to pay on Friday, and they see it, and they can't buy it, and they just leave, and you don't get the sale. And maybe they were going to pay you on Friday. So it's so offsetting to, you might as well just not have it on there. How would you remember which sites you found each item from? Remember how I was doing that Google search? You can grab your own item after it's sold and just do a few lines of text and put it into Google, and it'll take you right to your item. Once you sell an item, do you relist immediately or once the item is delivered? I relist immediately. Once I order it, I relist it. You're welcome, Christine. So I opened 4 different accounts already. Bracket, yeah, hadn't listened to the training yet. Bracket. Is there a policy that you have to list different categories in each account? Absolutely. You'll get in trouble, and don't put the same item on each account as well, okay? You might want to leave some of those dormant for now. Do you do the relist 3 times automatically? Yeah, I would. I would definitely do the relist 3 times automatically. Before I used to relist continuously till it sells, but that functionality is not back there anymore. What if they never pay, then make the payment, but the item was sold out? Well, you're kind of in the same boat anyway. That's kind of a, I don't know, query type question. I mean, even if you had that restriction up, that, I don't know. It's the same thing as if it was going to sell out while it was up for sale, right? Same scenario. Seems like you cannot list Overstock for long because they have a limited supply. Well, Kareem, we just came out of Christmas. If you search, let me go to, let me find Overstock on eBay. 1 second. Advanced search, items by seller, Overstock. You got to remember that every merchant's goal is to sell out of everything at Christmas time. So when you saw a high percentage of things being out of stock, that's highly abnormal. So I'll grab this. I mean, buy it now, I might have to log in, but I could probably add 100 of these to my cart and get away with it. But you won't have any concerns anyway when the tracking software comes out. But they do carry a high percentage quantity. Believe me, they have a lot. Yeah, relist as soon as it sells, even if you don't have pay immediately. Gene, limits is recommended to open up more to be safe if one or no. I would stick with one. I stuck with one my entire career, Gene. One store or one site, one username. Do I have return experience with returns and overstock? They're extremely easy actually. You have a chat box and you have a phone line. Okay, now if you want to use a chat box, you just can't bother picking up the phone. It's 99.5% smooth. 0.05% of the time you get someone that's annoying. 100% of the time when you call, it's awesome. They just have incredible customer service. But if you're going to use the chat box, I always figured out how the return went because you'll say, hey, I'd like to return something, and they'll say, well, what's the RMA number? Or they'll say, what's the item number? What's the reason for the return? What's your name? So if you just go through it once and put everything down and just put, my name's this is why I want to return it, copy and paste the item number, and then they'll come back and set you up the return. But it's really, really easy. I think it's the easiest return site out there. Ryan, there's a huge disadvantage for bulk listing. I've seen major accounts shut down for it. One, eBay hates it now, and two, it doesn't get you good search results. Case in point, Overstock bulk listed. Is it better to say you have higher quantities when you list or just one in stock? Just one in stock, sense of urgency. Are there 2 new corporate webinars tomorrow? Yes. There's 2 times, keeping in mind the folks outside of North America. You know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning in the UK right now. Here's a great tip from Britt. I spoke with eBay yesterday to raise my selling limit. It was granted. The rep suggested to list up to 10 pictures per item. It does help in your item being on the top, according to the rep. I will take that as a word of caution because their algorithm is safely stored in San Jose, California. I do know that there is a relationship between pictures, but I doubt even the rep would know. But good idea. Can you show some nice $500 products? I just land where I land, Joe. Joe, you've made so much money with trading. Get lost. Joe just hops on here. He knows how to do it. He's just like, show me an item I can make $500 on right now. And sometimes we land on them, as you know, and sometimes we don't. When in March is a corporate conference in Vegas? We're all ready to go. Yeah, me too. We have too many people that are going to be there to get a spot. We're backed up to April-ish right now. But I hit him a couple days ago, and I said, you know, we got some pretty major calls coming up. I'd like to announce a date. And he said he needs about 4 or 5 days to tell me what's going to work in Vegas. Just a lot of similar questions, guys. Bulk listing, Monica. There's software out there where you can upload 1,000 items at a time onto eBay, but they they have the same titles they have on Overstock, or they have the same titles as Amazon. So you still have to go in and edit them. And then on top of that, it's you might as well call eBay and tell them you're a terrorist. On top of it, they flag it so hard right now. What was the item or type you said that Overstock would not list and eBay really frowned on it? I'm not sure. Yeah, the corporate webinars, there's 2 times lists and they will be recorded. What's the reason for listing 30 days versus 7 or 10? Well, you're paying an insertion fee for starters, so you can pay that insertion fee 4 times a month or 3 times a month. It's up to you. Or 1 time a month. Hazel, I'm just waiting to hear back on some information on the international card. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Awesome, guys. If I didn't get to all your questions, this is my 67th webinar today. Not really, but it's been a long day. And I hope you guys get some good value to this, and I'm not going to talk to you about getting anything else right now. Let's just get the year started and get going. Some of you already made incredible money. Let's just go make more money, and it works, as you can see. So let's just have at it. Big webinar tomorrow on Thursday. If you're an affiliate, there's a huge webinar on Friday as well. Online training, making money online by sharing BS domination. But whatever you're doing, guys, have an amazing night. And again, for the late crew on here, Happy New Year to all of you, and God bless. And I'll see you in the trenches. Take care. Thank you.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.